Hi, you've received your makeup and I'm going to show you what's next. So you're going to get these individual little tins. They have a lid, so you're just going to slide this lid off. You can pop them in this magnetic compact. So you received the size of palette you chose and then the colors you wanted in it. And then when you run out of one of these colors, you just pop it out and put in a new tin. So now that we've got our compact filled, this is a palette 12. These are my highlights, contour, bronzer, and a lip and cheek. And then on the bottom, I chose my eyeshadows. This one's for my brows that I filled my brows with. I've already done that. And then I have my illuminator, the brush cleaning tile, and the vanilla dust, which is the setting powder. So I'm going to show you how to apply this amazing makeup. So I would have recommended a brush. I'm going to use the 3D brush for this application, but all of our brushes are amazing. I like to come in with this bunny-tailed end, and I like to squeeze it to do my contour. So I'm going to contour first, dab into that. So since it's a cream, a little goes a long way. So where our contour is going to go is it's going to hug our hairline. It's going to hug the cheekbone, going to hug the jawline. So pretty easy to remember. So to find your cheekbone, you can either go from the top of your ear here and just follow it down, or you can find your cheekbone and place that contour line just above it. So then we'll come over to the other side and do the exact same thing. Hug the hairline, hug our cheekbone, and then hug your jawline. Next up, I'm gonna put some on my nose. You can use your fingers to do this, but I just like to use my brush. So I'm just gonna put this kind of on the sides of my nose to give some definition. And then also, I like to line my lips with my contour. Looks crazy, I know, but just trust the process. Okay, we're gonna use the same end of the brush. We don't have to clean it. And we're going to just come into our brightening highlight. So this is gonna conceal those under eyes. So I like to put some on the outer edge here, and I just like to pull it up at an angle. So it's gonna give me a good eye lift. And then I put this in the inner corner here, and I like to put it on my eyelids. So the reason being is it's going to prime those eyelids for any eyeshadows you may want to apply. Plus, as you can see, this eyelid I have discoloration. And this one, it's just going to cancel that out and give it to a nice base. So you can bring this down as far as you would like. And just remember, less is more with cream. We're going to grab a little bit more, and we're going to do the center of our eyebrows here, down through the center of our nose, on my Cupid's bow, and then the center of my chin. Okay, you don't have to blend it out yet. You can let it sit on your skin and warm up. We'll just come over to the other side and do the same exact thing. Now that we've got our brightening highlight on, I'm going to come into my main highlight or my foundation color. So I have two here. I'm just going to dip into both, and you can just stamp onto your face. So I'm going to keep this under that contour line. As you can see here with cream makeup, there's no need for cakey layers of makeup. It's using the smallest amount, placing it in the areas where we need some coverage, and then blending it into our skin. We're just dabbing, bouncing that brush onto the skin. So we're gonna come up and then do the same thing on our forehead here. And as you can see here, it's evening that skin tone. Then we're gonna come over, we're gonna do the exact same thing over here. And you can start blending in your contour. So I've applied all of my highlight colors, my main one, and my brightening highlight, and then I'm just gonna blend this contour into my hairline. So that's just going to diminish the size of my forehead. Always blend your contour up because that's gonna lift your cheek. Same thing over here. And you can kind of just stamp it in, press it, bounce it. But just remember, up and blend it up and into your hairline. And then don't forget to blend your jawline, because you might look kind of silly if you do. So next up is our lip and cheek. So you can use your brush or your fingertip. I'm just gonna come into the same end of this brush, ladies, and I'm gonna put it up more on the apples, but this all is your preference of where you prefer your blush in. We're about done. Next up is bronzer. So what I like to do sometimes is apply my bronzer all over my skin first to give me an even skin tone. But if you don't want to do that, you can save it for last, and you can grab some on your brush, and then we just apply bronzer to the high points of our face. And as you can see here, it's going to give us this beautiful glow. So the high points of our face are forehead here, where the sun would catch, our cheekbones, the tip of our nose, and our chin. We're gonna come back here and we're gonna just blend this up. And as you can see here, it just gives us that nice warmth to our complexion. This lip and cheek on your lips. And we're gonna throw on some illuminator. So I just use my fingertip here, and we're just gonna place this where the sun would catch, or the light. To place illuminator on the top of my cheekbones, tip of my nose, and you can run it up a little bit. And then don't forget your Cupid's bow. Makes such a difference. All right, ladies, it's as easy as that. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me and let me know, and I would gladly walk you through any questions you may have. But this is how one compact makeup works. I hope you love it as much as I do.